Hello and welcome back here on my English YouTube channel about my Lego city project called Brick World. And in today's update we are coming back to that area you can see right now behind the train station. We are going to work at that area you can see with the grey base plates. We are going to work at the train tracks itself. We're going to add more platform area. We're also adding more minifigures, a lot of little lights and other stuff, so stay tuned for today's update. At the beginning we are finishing that part here where we are left last time we worked in that area. I ordered some new windows here so I can now finish that part of the platform's roof, and it's a very easy style, but I think it looks quite nice for something like that. And also jumping to the next part here, you can see now how I built the underlaying parts of my train tracks and also the parts where the platforms are coming back, and I'm using a lot of dark bluish gray, and then we are building that little parts here, and that time I'm using black, but I also can use some other colors, just what I get very cheap. And on that we are adding some more plates to have the train track itself a little bit higher. I also prepared a little part of that, and then we can add the other part here that are train tracks, I think 2 and 3. I'm not sure right now at the moment, but we are adding these little 1x4 tiles. But I have a little problem because I have not enough 1x1 tiles left, so I have to reorder them and put them on that new train track area in the upcoming update. In the meantime, we can finish all the other stuff we can do with the parts I have here at the moment. It's a little bit unlucky, but that's something I really can change fast in an upcoming update. And now you can see in that speed build also the start of that platform building. I created already a lot of platforms or platform parts, but I think it might be possible that these platforms in that train station at all is the biggest one you can find in YouTube. So if you know another one, feel free to write it in the comments. But you also see how many parts are just in that little part. That's 48 studs wide, and alone in that part it's insane how many parts you have to put into that to have a train platform here that's wide enough to have the space for everything I have to on that area, to have also the realistic style, the realistic scale. You can see that I'm adding a lot of 2x2 bricks inside here to put them later on the upper part of the platform here. Also here I'm using colors I'm getting very cheap in the internet or everywhere else where I can buy some. Yeah. Coming to another topic, I have been to the Lego store in Cologne here in Germany and I bought some cups of parts that I can use in my city, like these 2x2 plates in light bluish gray or some other stuff. You also saw the leaves on the other cup, and I've also bought these little parts here. I'm not quite sure at the moment what to do with them, but these are parts I do not have at the moment in my collection here, so I thought it might be a good idea to buy them for upcoming projects like building houses or something like that. And yeah, we will see what I'm going to do with that, but I wanted to show them to you in that video too. Coming back to the platform, you can now see that the tiling has begun. There is a white stripe on the edge of the platform, then there comes a light bluish gray stripe, and then we have these grill tiles here. I don't know if that's common in other countries, but here in Germany it's very common because that's a system for people that are blind or cannot see very well, so can use these grill parts on the floor to move around without getting problems, knowing where the ways are, where there's maybe something that they have to look about. And that's the finished platform without the roof. Of course, I have added a bench and also some other studs here for adding stuff like minifigures and something like that. But you can see it's growing and growing, and it's getting bigger and bigger, and it's still a little part done, and it's a very big project, as you know. But I think we are growing and growing, and now we can see how I build my roof parts on my platforms. It's not a very complicated build. I'm using these modified bricks with the studs on the side, adding white plates below it and dark bluish gray tiles on top of it, and then we are adding on the side plates in white and adding some of these trans clear bricks here. And then I'm adding these white window frames with the trans clear windows in it. And that's not very complicated, but it's very costly if you build it we are large scale, so I have to build it step by step, buying more stuff when I can afford it, when I find it a very good price for it. And on the sides there is white tiles. Then I'm adding my light system here. It's a system from my lightning partner Illuminate Your Bricks. That's the German distributor of Light My Bricks. So I'm using that system everywhere in my city. Now it's time to add our finished roof on our platform. You can see I connected the new part to the old part, so the lights are on now. And now I have just to put everything in place. That's a little bit complicated because it's a little bit fragile what I've done here, but at the end it's holding quite nice. I'm checking it if the distances are right, because there has to be a distance of 16 studs between the columns, and just checking if I'm not building it wrong on the top, adding the missing parts inside here, as you saw it in the speed build. And then we have a new finished part of our platform here, but of course still lots of stuff to do. These are some of the minifigures I have built for the new area. There are some new printed parts from different shops here in Germany or in Europe, and I think we are adding now these 6 little minifigures and also the little dog you can see here, and that's how it looks at the moment. So, we have now 659 inhabitants here in the city, also building some little stories here. And of course a lot of people waiting for trains at the train station, whatever you can do on the platform. Also some people chatting, some people using their cell phones, and that's an overview of the platforms at the moment. That's another angle here to show you how much is already done and how much I have to do. In the next time we're working here, I want to finish the part with the gray base plate here. But that's even not the biggest part. When you look around here, you can see that there's a lot of missing parts. I want to work step by step to that area. I also have to build the underground area, because you have to have the ability to go underground to your platform. That's the common way here in Germany, and that's also what I want to do with my train station. Also a view to that area down here, where's the old train station building. You can see all the signals and all the other stuff here, and just a little preview to an upcoming update. We're going to build the BR 151. That's a common electric locomotive here in Germany for heavy freight service. So that's something we are going to build in the future. It's a very heavy, costly and complicated project that's coming in, I think, 2 or 3 updates. If you're watching the German channel, you already know it. So stay tuned and bye.